everybody, welcome back to Dragonheart Crafts. Today is another haul video that I know has been long overdue. First of all, before we get started with all the goodies that I picked up, I want to send a shout out to all of my friends out in Canada. I have a lovely friend who has family out there, and she has been informing her family of my YouTube channel. I do apologize for not posting in the last 6 months. Things have been crazy. Just got back from Idaho Falls yesterday afternoon after spending 3 days there due to my significant other having to do surgery on his leg, and you just saw my dog go around behind me. She's thinking I'm weird, but anyway. So that's what's going on. My work schedule's been kind of crazy, so we're going to kind of work through that. I'm going to try and do better with my videos. Thing is that I do not get 2 days off in a row unless I either get lucky or I ask for it, but that's just besides the point. But I went to a couple different places the last couple of days when I was in Idaho Falls, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got when I went in there. 2 places are new to me as of going into, I've heard of but never went in. And then, of course, there was Michael's that I went into. Didn't make it to Joanne's this time, which was unfortunate, but we were kind of in a hurry and stuff. But anyway, let's get to the goodies, and everything, we'll discuss everything else later on. So, I've heard a lot of people say things about Tuesday morning and all the stuff they've been getting a hold of. Well, guess what? There's one in Idaho Falls. So, to all those Tuesday morning fans, this is some of the stuff that I have gotten, and some of it I thought was pretty cool, and I kid you not, the Tuesday morning I went into, I found single individual rolls of washi tape for 99 cents, which is a steal in a lot of places. There's not a lot of places out there in Idaho Falls or in Rock Springs that sell washi tape for 99 cents a roll. It's usually $2, $3, $4 a pop, but this was cool. So here's my Tuesday morning bag. I do have some stuff that I couldn't put back in the bag it was in due to the fact that I threw it away. But anyway, so I had found a whole ton of washi tape and a few other things from Tuesday morning. And let me kind of adjust you guys. So, in the little strip mall area I was in, of course, there was the Tuesday morning, and then there was this little clothing thrift store next to it, and then next to that was the Dollar Tree. But I went to Tuesday morning first because it was a store I hadn't been into yet. Heard a lot about, never went into. So, but this was one of the boxes of washi tape that I had gotten a hold of. And these tubes were $3.99. I should probably cover up the thing, but oh well. So, but that is one of the boxes of washi tape. And then here's another one with different colors. I haven't opened these up just yet, but I will so I can get them organized. Then here was another one. I thought this one was cool with the gold and black and white and silver. And then the last one I got, there was only 4 I could get a hold of, so I grabbed all 4. So there's that one. Pardon the glare. It's dark and gloomy outside due to it's raining right now. So, but those were the big tubes of washi tape. And then I also got this roll of metallic silver vinyl. And it is from Sweet Dreams. And it is adhesive, which was something I didn't notice until now. And it is a I'm not sure how many yards it is, but it looks like it's got a pretty decent amount of vinyl on the roll itself, whereas Cricut stuff doesn't seem to have that much. And then in the same place I found the washi tape, I also found this Washi Wraps like label tape. So there's this one, and this was the stuff that's got written on the strips, meant for like shipping or stuff. So, and this was $1.99. I'm not going to get to the good washi tape just yet. I'm going to save those for last. But I had also found 4 bottles of OPI Infinite Shine and OPI nail lacquer bottles. This one, some of these don't say the color, but this one says Russian Navy, and it's a nice dark purple. So there's that one. And then this other OPI Infinite Shine was a black onyx, so that's pretty black. I might wear that one for Halloween with the Russian Navy one, even though I don't normally wear nail polish. This was one of the ones that didn't say what color it was, and I couldn't find the name of it. But this is an OPI nail lacquer, and it's in this really dark blood red color. And then for the last one, again, this one's a really dark red. It's almost like a burgundy purple color. It's also a OPI lacquer, nail lacquer. I'm trying to see if I can't find a name on these ones. I don't think I'm going to, but this is the color for this one. It's like that Merlot burgundy color or burgundy purple. Really shiny for being how dark it is. One other thing I found was this baker's twine. My girlfriend that I had mentioned namelessly earlier and I are getting ready to work on a Halloween project, and we've been needing some of this black and white baker's twine. So I got a spool of that, and now we're gonna get to all the goodie stuff. So this first roll of washi tape isn't one of the 99-cent ones. It's one that was for $1.99, but it was a dual roll set, which I thought was cool. It was opposite polka dots in each base color, so that was awesome. Now these next ones are all from the 99-cent bins that they had. So I had found this one, which I thought was really cool. And then this one's just a base opaque gray or silver. And then I'd seen this one with a bunch of little words in it. I can't really read them all, but I think they're all about summer and stuff. And then there was this one, really faint peach with the white dots in it. And then there's this one that says love with a bunch of hearts all over it, which I thought was really spiffy. And then there was this purple with black stripes and like really thin silver chevron type styles. So there was that one. And then there's this one with arrows. And then there was this one with some like paisley type patterns in it. And then this one was really cool because it reminded me of a witch's belt for Halloween. So you've got your buckle and the rest of your belt. To me it looks like a witch's buckle, but that's just me. And then a couple of more things that I got from Tuesday morning were some paper packs that they had. Now I wasn't expecting to see these paper packs, but I found them, and these are from We Are Memory Keepers. At least one of them are. Yeah, one of them is from We Are Memory Keepers. It's the 12 by 12 denim pad, and these are all the different types that they have in this pack. And I thought they were for a pretty good deal because a lot of the paper packs you get are like $10, $15, $20 depending on what brand and where you go to get them. Excuse me, where you go to get them. And then I found this one, which me and my grandmother really fell in love with, and it's called Marble Love. And unfortunately, I don't know what company this is from. Oh, it's from American Crafts. But here's what the front of it looks like. And then this is what the back of it is. I'm turning it the opposite direction so I can get it all in. So, but these are a bunch of the different colors of the sheets, and I fell in love with it because it looks like a lot of gemstones and geodes and just a whole bunch of different cool stuff in it. So there was that pack, and then to my girlfriend who went with us, I won't drop her name without her permission, so sorry. But for those in Canada, they will know her. But this is the paper pack that I got for us to use with our Halloween projects we're planning on making in about a week, I think. But it's all this hocus pocus Halloween stuff, and it's also from American Crafts. And so that's the front, and then this is more of the patterns here on the back. And I really like a lot of these. Because her and I are going to try and make some candy labels. And I was thinking that we could use like the skulls and the spiders and the constellations and all that kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to see what we can do with that. Okay, now back outside of the little strip mall we were in, like I said, there was Tuesday morning, and there was this little clothing retail kind of place. They actually buy used clothes, so you can turn clothes into cash, kind of a thing. And next to that was the dollar store. I didn't find very much at the dollar store, unfortunately, because they were still working on getting all of their freight out, so that a lot of the shelves were still pretty empty. And I felt so bad for the gal that was managing there, because all of her freight crew wouldn't come into work, and I felt really bad for her. But one of the first things that I found that I haven't been able to find in any other dollar store that I've been to, and that is laminating sheets. I've been trying to find these for ages, and these are self-laminating sheets, and there's 5 sheets per pack, so I got 3 packs. Now, I'm sure I can order these off of the website from Dollar Tree, but I haven't checked. But these are from Jot, and you can use these for photos, business cards, recipe cards, or whatever. And it kind of shows you some examples on the bottom. So, and you don't need a machine to melt them, which is nice, because I had one, but we didn't have all the stuff for it. And we couldn't get the paper worth a darn. The laminating rolls worth a darn, because they were too darn expensive. Then I went into their nail polish and cosmetics section, and I found some packs of nail polish. And my poor puppy is scared. Come here, Kayla. Come here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kayla. She's my puppy dog. She's my little mascot for the place. Aw, you scared, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's a good girl. Alright, go lay down, okay? I know you're scared. Go lay down. Good girl. Okay. So, anyway. So, I got dual packs. These are all from Wet n Wild. And they're Wild Shine. Now, they don't tell me what colors they are, which is sadly unfortunate. But I have, in this pack, a clear nail polish. It's a clear nail protector, it says, and then this really funny orangey color. It almost looks like a pumpkin orange. So there was that one. And then I got this, like, it's called a matte top coat. And then I got a blue, another blue. For some reason I've been going into blue really bad. So, but there's those 2. And then these other 2 are like a pearlescent pink or lavender color, and then a very glittery red. So there's those 2. So there's that one. Now that was what I got Wednesday. That was the day of my significant other's surgery on his leg. After that, after my grandmother and I did all of our running around, because it was just the 3 of us that went to Idaho Falls those 3 days, her and I left the hospital for a couple of hours, because it was going to be at least a total of 4 hours before we could get him out of the hospital for the day. He wasn't going to stay overnight in the hospital, but we stayed overnight in the hotel we were in. So after we did a little bit of shopping, we got him, they released him, and then we went back to the hotel after making a short trip to Walmart, and I picked myself up the coolest Halloween shirt. And this is the Halloween shirt. So any Halloween fans out there, go check your local Walmart and see what they got for Halloween shirts for all of us adults. So they may have some for kids too, but I thought this one was cool. I had found my girlfriend a shirt as well for Halloween that was an orange t-shirt with a gold foil accent owl on it, and I thought that was awesome. The second I saw it, I thought of her. So, and she really loved it when I showed it to her. So then we went back to the hotel. We stayed the night, had pizza for dinner, Then yesterday was when we came back. But yesterday morning, we went and had breakfast at one of my grandma's favorite places. It's called Smitty's. So if anyone ever goes out to Idaho Falls, there's two places you should go try out for food. There's Perkins and there's Smitty's. And they're both little, you know, country steakhouse type places. Really good food, believe it or not. And they do not slough on portions, I tell ya. They give you portions the size of the plate. Literally. My waffle took up the whole inside of the plate. The whole diameter of the plate was huge. And they have wonderful scones at Smitty's. But anyway, after we had breakfast yesterday morning, we went to Michael's first. So here's what I found at Michael's. I had gotten me another little crafty tote bag. So I got that, and then everything that I got is in here. So I'm going to set this aside and bring it closer. Make it easier to get a hold of. Okay, so they had a 40% off sale on a lot of the Tim Holtz collection stuff. I'm going to turn you guys around a little bit, and you can see Kayla right behind me on the floor. So I was able to find decent amount of Tim Holtz stuff, and I know I got one more of these. So I was able to find about one more of each of his tubes of washi tape. The glitter ones I plan on sending to my mother, because I don't do glitter that well. I got some other ones I need to send to her. But these are all the Tim Holtz tubes, and I'll try and show each and every one of them individually, but you won't be able to see a lot of them. So there's that one, and there's this one. And again, I apologize for the glare. I haven't taken any of these out of their plastic yet. There's that one. And there's that one. And last, there's this tube. So that was all the Tim Holtz washi that I got a hold of. In that same general vicinity of the washi tape, I was able to find some other ones. I'd gotten this seasonal pack of washi because of the Halloween rolls that's right in here. I wanted to use those with my girlfriend and I. So when we get ready to do our Halloween treats and gifts and stuff. And then I'd seen these before, but I never really thought I wanted one until I saw the metallic ones. You got a metallic silver and the wide and the skinny roll, and then the metallic gold and the metallic purple and blue. And this one is on its own little tape dispenser, as you can kind of see, which I thought was cool. And I'd seen a few of these different ones in there, and they're each 50 yard, or it's a total of 50 yards. So there's 5 rolls of 10-yard washi in here. So there's 5 10-yard rolls in this one. And then I also found some other kind of shiny, it's foil tape, but it's still washi tape, but it's in a pale blue, like a teal or a turquoise, and a purple. So I found those. That was all in the same general vicinity of the washi tape. And then my grandmother happened to find these, and I grabbed the last 3 they had on the hook. And as I probably mentioned in prior videos, I've been looking for cabochons. Well, I didn't know until we went in yesterday morning after breakfast that Mod Podge has cabochons in a 6 cabochon pack. There's six different sizes. There's 3 varying sizes of the rounds. There's 2 ovals and 1 square one. And it'll tell you on the back what sizes they are. So there's the measurements, if you guys can see. So the measurements are, for the ovals, they're a 30 by 40 millimeter, a 27 by 36 millimeter. That's for the ovals. For the square is an 18 by 40 millimeter. And for the rounds, there's a 38 millimeter, 34 millimeter, and a 25 millimeter. So that's for the rounds. and there's all 3 packs. So I have at least 3 of each one, which is cool, because I'm going to practice with these ones. And back to some of the Halloween stuff that my girlfriend and I are doing. One of the projects we're doing involves polymer clay or Sculpey clay. And one of the things that these instructions mention is called Sculpey Bake and Bond. So I got a little bottle of this. And then they had the Sculpey Souffle colors in a 12 pack. And these are the 10.8 ounce squares. So there's Igloo, Canary, Pistachio, Jade, Pumpkin, Cherry Pie, So 80s, and Turnip, Sea Glass, Lagoon, Cowboy, and Poppy Seed. So that's each row from my right to my left. It'd be your guys's, probably your guys's left to my right. So, but that's the pack, the big pack. And then I also gotten 3 more. I got one that's just a plain Sculpey, one that's a Sculpey Souffle, and one that's a Sculpey Primo. So I have a glow-in-the-dark Sculpey. So there's this one. I don't know how well it would glow in the dark, but there's this one. And then I have a Sculpey Souffle Royalty color. And then I have the Sculpey Primo Wasabi. It's a wasabi green. And it really does look like wasabi, although I think the actual color of wasabi is like a little darker than this, but that's just my thinking. And then I found a whole bunch of stuff in the jewelry section. I can't go through craft stores without going to the jewelry section. But I had found a couple of things that were kind of new to me, because I don't remember seeing them. But some of these I'm sure you folks have found for yourself and really, really love. Of course, I got some more of the gears. So I got the last 6 of these that they had on the shelf. And I got 2 of these strings of feathers, or leaves, but I think they're feathers. I got 2 of those. And then I had gotten 2 of these Celtic tree charms. I think it's the Tree of Life or the Giving Tree. I'm not sure which specifically it is, but I know you see it a lot in Celtic knotwork and all that stuff. And then I also had found 2 double strands of the zodiac sign charms that I'm going to try and turn into something. I don't know what, but I'm going to turn it into something. So, and that was what I got from Michael's. Then the last thing, or the last place I went to was Hobby Lobby. And I'd never been into a Hobby Lobby, just like I'd never been into a Tuesday morning until yesterday and Wednesday. So Wednesday was Tuesday morning in the dollar store. Yesterday was Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And that was thunder. It's storming outside. So, but here's my bag from Hobby Lobby that I had gotten. And I'd found a ton of stuff in there that I know I don't need, but I wanted it anyway. So I'm going to try and show you as much of this as I can. They had, in this Hobby Lobby, the way they have their entryway is you have 2 ends in a glass enclosure. If you go through the left side door, if you're looking at the enclosure and you go through the left side door, and you look straight through that door to the opposite door across from you, they had all different kinds of like furniture and decor and just a whole bunch of other stuff that, you know, you'd find in like a small furniture store or thrift store or something. And then you go into the main doors, and on the left hand side was all Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff, all holiday stuff on the left hand side, right next to the cash registers. Because the first thing you see is all the cash registers, and they have a whole bunch of other like in cap like shelving around the registers that you can look at. On the right hand side was all the fake floral and yarn and wreath making and all that stuff on that side. Then if you go clear to the back of that store and you're going from left around to the right, you have card making, baking, and some other stuff I can't remember off the top of my head. And then in the very back you have art supplies, jewelry stuff. I think they had some clearance stuff in there. And then again on the far right side you have all the floral, some ribbon, some yarns, sewing. You have all that over there. And then right in the middle they had a whole bunch of decor and the signs with little memes or sayings on them, inspirational sayings on them and stuff. And they had all kinds of stuff in that store. I just didn't have time to look at it all. That was the problem. I had no time. But in the Halloween stuff, they had some different kinds of ribbon and like burlap ribbon and mesh stuff like that. But I had found in some of it these two spools of ribbon. So I've got an orange base with black spots, and then I got a black base with pumpkins on it. And I think my girlfriend and I will have fun trying to figure out how we're going to use these in our projects. But that was where I found the ribbon stuff. Over in like the jewelry stuff, I actually found a place that sells my Fireline thread that I keep trying to find. And I think I grabbed 2 spools, or maybe I just grabbed 1. I think I just grabbed 1. Yeah, I just grabbed 1. So I got 1 spool of 6-pound test, 55 yards of the crystal Fireline thread, and it's in a square spool this time instead of the round like I'm used to seeing. But I thought it was really cool that I found it in the square. It'll probably fit better in some of my containers. So I got 1 of those, and then I had been looking for size .000 wildfire thread. The other places I went to did not have it, but Hobby Lobby did. So I have 2 spools of my .008 wildfire thread that I've been using a lot lately. And again, in the jewelry stuff, I found some more cabochons, but these ones are smaller. And I have 1 square that looks more like a cube, and then another round. And there's 8 per pack. So this one is the 1-inch glass circle. And there's 4. They're just flat back to flat back on each of those. And then these ones are 21 millimeter squares. And again, there's 8 in the pack. There's 2 per little cubicle in there. And I had also found some more gears. I know I'm obsessed with gears because of other YouTube videos I've been seeing. Hold on, I gotta get some of these out. Okay. One of those came off its thing. But I had found 3 packs of gears that are from the Spare Parts brand, and they're vintage gears, and there's 6 gears per pack. So I got 3 of these. That was all they had on the shelf. I grabbed all 3 of them. And then I had grabbed all 3 of these Explorer by Tradition gears. And these are 29 by 25 millimeters. And it's a 7-inch strand, I believe is what it's meaning. So, but there's these gears, and they're only in 2 colors. It's like a bronzy color and a silver color. Those are the only 2 that I see. So, but these are those are the gears. They're all the same style, but it's a whole strand of them, and I got 3 strands of them. Also in the jewelry department, I had found flat beading wire. And I had found them in 4 colors, and only 4 colors. there's this copper bronze color, and it's aluminum. It's flat aluminum wire, so it's coated, and you can kind of see on some of the copper bronze that the coating's been kind of chipped off a little bit. So, but this is the like copper bronze color, and it is flat. And then I got this goldy color, which I thought was really cool. And then I have a silver color. And then I have a black. So there's those. In the art section where they have all the sketchbooks and the markers and pencils and stuff, I had gotten me 6 Prismacolor Premier color pencils. And I have 2 of the cream, 1 peacock green. So this one's a cream and this one's a cream. This one's the peacock green. I also have a bronze, sand, and metallic gold. So those are the 6 colors I got. 2 of them are identical. So that's these 2. These 2 are cream. And then peacock green, bronze, sand, and metallic gold. So that was those. And then in the sewing and embroidery and the knitting, crocheting areas, I found this Lisbeth by Handy Hands Incorporated tatting thread. And I got 2 different size spools of it. And there's one that's called Christmas Red and one that's Victorian Red. The Christmas Red is a size 20, 100% Egyptian cotton. Now, Handy Hands has its own website. I believe it's handyhands.com. I have checked the site out. It is a pretty good site. And they have a variety of tools and materials that you can look at and buy off their site. Not bad price-wise. They have a lot of these spools of their thread in packs, in multi-packs. So you can get some variegated, some solids, you know, possibly mix and match stuff. I don't know on that one. But Hobby Lobby had this, and I haven't been able to find these in Michael's or Joann's anywhere. And I've looked. They don't have them. And then for this one's a size 3, 100% Egyptian cotton, Victorian Red Elizabeth from Handy Hands. So this one was the Christmas Red. You can kind of see the difference in colors in the shade of the red. But this one's the size 20, and this is the size 3. Christmas Red, Victorian Red. And you can definitely see the difference in thickness of the threads. This one's a really fine thread, while this one's a really coarse thread. And I've used this kind of thread before, and it's pretty easy to use. It doesn't seem to tangle up as bad as some of the other ones I have attempted to use. And then I had also found along those racks around the registers, I had found some ceramic magnets. I don't want to bring this too close because it'll really damage my iPod. But there's this, and it says magnet strength rating is a 7. So I guess that's pretty strong. I don't know. But this is from Treehouse Studio, and there's 50 magnets in this pack, and it's priced at $7.99. So that's not too bad for 50 magnets. And then last but not least, this was after a mild detour in the store. I had found a bunch of washi tape and duct tape, and it's all Duck brand. So it's going to be some decent stuff, I think. Used it before, hasn't failed me yet. And that's the end of the bag. So let me kind of get these sorted out a little bit. So that's all duct tape, duct tape, duct tape, duct tape. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 varying rolls of the small duct tape. So these are all different ones. There's a solid red, a couple of different tie-dyes and rainbows, some snowflake flowers, some pet ones. This is cats and paws, dogs and bones, a very shiny metallic silver, and one with multicolored hearts. So that was all the duct tape that I had gotten a hold of. Now these washies, it says duck mirror on them. I don't know why they called them that, but that's what they called them. I guess you can kind of see yourself in them, but you have to be really, really super close in order to see yourself in it. So, but here are the 5 duck mirrors. These 2 here are the same. This one's like a holographic one, and then a plain gold, and then like a really disco ball-y like one. You can see the different colors in that bottom one. So, but that was all of the goodies that I got while I was in Idaho Falls. I have gotten stuff previous to this trip, but unfortunately I didn't have time to do the recordings before I put everything away, so I don't know everything that's new anymore. I do have like 6 rolls of Cricut vinyl. That's the holographic vinyl in 2 different shades. There's 2 that are identical to this color scheme, and then there's one that's like more bluish. But I've got a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm going to show some of that off in my craft tour. I just haven't had a chance to really organize stuff to where it's eligible for me to bring it down, because I have a lot of stuff in my office closet that I would like to get organized a little better and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, that was everything that I got off of, out of the craft stores I went to and stuff. Decent sized little haul, but nothing really big, nothing really small. Kind of varied. But we're all safe, we're all sound, the surgery went well. Unfortunately, he is in a lot of pain, so we're trying to figure out how to get rid of the pain. I was working today, and I got home a couple hours sooner than normal, which was great. However, I may be going over to graveyard shifts here in a couple of weeks, give or take a day. So some of these videos are going to be really slow getting out because I'm going to be sleeping all day, working all night. And let's see, and my girlfriend and I are going to be trying to do some Halloween stuff like Monday, Wednesday next week, depending on how schedule goes and all that stuff. And on another note, I would like to try and do some live streaming with some of my viewers. It might take a little bit before I can do it. It'll just depend on how things go on work-wise and family-wise. But if you would like to join me in a live stream here and there, post a comment down below the video description, or send me a message on Facebook. I will have my Facebook link in the video description as well. Please like, share, and subscribe, and if you want extra notifications, push the little bell right next to the subscribe button. You'll get all the notifications of when I post new videos. And yeah, if you just have any questions, comments, ideas, let me know, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.